Sébastien, you were saying to me that you are the third generation of nurseries. You produce trees, fruit trees, and you're specialized in variety research. You are in Béziers, and you don't use the robot in the vineyard, but you use it in the nursery. But my first question is, what decided you to in favor of robotics? What convinced you? Innovation and research. I am working in research and innovation, and it is very interesting to control a new tool because that is the future. So what was the triggering factor? Very often we talk about public finances or bids that enable you to have grants to help you buy a robot, or was it more, as you work in plant selection, you like innovation, of course. So in the end, what was the factor that made you decide that is what you wanted? In terms of financing, I haven't had any aid to buy the robot, but it's a lack of the labor shortage, the lack of personnel. We have difficulties in finding people to do these tasks. So I use my robot for weeding to save labor, which I didn't save because then I kept the robot to improve the quality of my trees. Why is the NAIO robot helping you? How? Well, I didn't compare with other robots. I work with people in Sauvian, and they had their robots in their fleet. And together, well, I decided to try the robot that they had, and I adopted it. I didn't look for more robots. What supporting the distributors is important so that they test it in real situation. You're doing mechanical weeding. I've seen a video with a robot weeding a row of trees. And I seem to understand that you created a weeding module. You altered the tools to do the job according to what you wanted it, because you had your expectation. I've been using the robot for 4 seasons with the tools we had, intercept and so on 40 centimeters. I have 1.60 meters in my nursery. The first year, I worked the soil against the tree, and then I decided to work in a whole row. I decided to work with electrical intercepts, which are more precise. I added teeth to it. I did my own assembly little by little. In the first year, we used it for about 100 hours to try it, to adapt it. I was the only one using it. In my company, I took it to the plots. I had it working, and the second year we used it more. And as I heard before, with the new technologies, it's not because you have a robot that you've done everything. No, there is a lot of work. The first year you must test it over at least 100 years. The second year over 150 years. The third years you starting to control it. You adapt the culture. You install the irrigation system, because I change my crop every year. It's not like vineyard, which is a perennial crop. If you buy a robot, for 20 years you have the same mapping, but every year I change my mapping. And this year is the fourth year. It's been operating for more than 300 hours. I have 2 people in the nursery whose job it is to guide the robot, so I don't need to deal with it anymore. So you train people who specialized in it. It is particularly interesting. We've heard this all afternoon and this morning as well. It is important to realize that the robot solution be in a degraded environment. It makes sense. We don't realize as potential users what there is behind in terms of software, taking into account the environment and so on. And it is interesting for you to give your testimony on this, because that was the same on in other solutions. Getting accustomed to the technology, to the cultivation, to the itinerary we give it. And you cannot think, well, it's a robot, it is autonomous, I put it in the field, I come back in the evening and the work is done. No, the robot works regularly, that is clear, but in my nursery, before having the robot, I had to do between 5 and 7 weeding tasks a year. With the robot, I haven't done any chemical weeding. We still go manually along the rows, because you cannot go too close to the foot of the plant, but less product or no chemical product in the nursery. So you're not necessarily organic, but you reduce drastically the chemicals, and that is interesting. Comfort at work, no danger in using chemicals. And also you till the land a lot more, and the plants grow better. So agronomically it's quite interesting. You can go back and work on soils which have been re-oxygenated, and you reactivate the mineralization of the soil. So what are the limits? It's not the price, because it is true that today we have a lot of triggering factors. If you have subsidies, for example, you present an application and that's it. But it's true that today that's what is being done. But what are the limits? Did you have any limits? In retrospect, were there any limits? Not limits, adaptations. We're talking about adaptation, adapting the equipment. At the beginning, my nursery was 10 kilometers away from the site. I had a trailer to move it. I didn't want the employees to move the robot because it is expensive. But there's no limits at the moment. I work 15 hectares a year of nursery. That's 300 to 400,000 trees a year. I work with my robots on 700,000 trees every year. And 3 hectares, I do 3 hectares, 3.5 hectares a day. That's 170,000 trees a day. And talking about investment in terms of price, do you have any return on investment? Have you worked it out? Or once again, is it not a question that you've asked yourself? Of course, we always ask ourselves this question, but I don't have any precise figure. But overall, I think I'm saving 20,000 euros in labor over 1 year. 10,000 euros I save in chemicals, and then going with tractor and fuel. This is an electrical robot. So ecology, economy, they're all advantages. We all have a reason to use a robot. Hence the question, why robotics in your precise case? Is it profitable? Is it worth it? If you had to start all over again, would you do it the same way? Yes, of course, because now, presently, when we have plots where people are working, they say, "Oh, can't you use the robot instead of us?" Yes, indeed. So that means the choice was a good one. At the beginning, my employees had difficulties in accepting robots. They said to me, well, it's going to leave us without a job. But I said I save up to 25,000 euros in labor, but I haven't really saved anything because I use it for something else. Thank you very much. That was extremely interesting. And we are realizing now that there's a lot of advantages, adaptations to be done, customs to acquire, habits. But it is like for any other generation, we have to invest in novelty, and why not robotics in our generation? That's what I think. I think that others will continue the job and do the same. It is important to have innovators like you, and it's great to have this feedback. I think everyone wants robots. When I work in the field, a lot of people stop and ask me how it works. Everybody wants, there is an appetite for robots. Thank you, Sébastien.